You're listening to Business Podcasting Made Easy, the Influencer's Formula, where you get a roadmap to instant authority and thought leadership with a podcast that you're proud of. We're recording live on the IBGR Radio Network. This is episode 30, and today we're talking about repurposing with audiograms. I'm Donna Cundy, co-founder of the IBGR Network, global radio authority and podcast expert and producer of over 14,000 podcasts, which is where we are drawing a lot of what we are teaching.
Beautiful. Yeah, I love that you're walking the walk and talking the talk.
Yeah.
And the whole
just let me just stutter a minute. I got so excited, but just to jump in there for a second. If you've been listening for the last 37 episodes, I'm now saying over 14,000 podcasts because we were almost at, and it just continues to grow.
That's absolutely fantastic. And Donna, didn't you have a banner month recently with, breaking another record as well?
Yeah, thank you for saying that, Ben. We on the IBGR network hit our first 10,000 listenership month, which was a huge one, 5 digits for us for only being broadcasting for 2.5 years. The amount of content that we produce and the amount of listenership that we have in over 183 countries. The people are hungry. Business owners are hungry for business podcasting.
That's so cool. And it's such a pleasure to share this journey with you. And folks, if we haven't met before, it's Ben Joya, 3-time international bestselling author. And my teachings reach more than 50,000 people worldwide, all thanks to leveraging my books, I should say. So we're here to help you get your podcast done 13 minutes at a time in just 13 weeks or even less, depending on how you do your own time blocking. So follow the plan at influencersformula.com. And if you want direct help from us, contact us today at ibgr.info. Once again, ibgr.info. And our friend JRD Tata says, uncommon thinkers reuse what common thinkers refuse. Let me say that again. Let me try this. I'm now stuttering with you, Donna. Yep. Uncommon thinkers reuse what common thinkers refuse. So with that, welcome to the show.
What a great quote to bring us in here, Ben, really talking about audiograms. Because when we're what we're laying out in this episode is that you can become a person worth listening to by adding a visual element to the audio that you've already created, so you can maximize your marketing through automatic distribution. There are podcast platforms like Headliner. That's what we use at the station. Shout out to Headliner. Hey guys. and what it does is it takes your audio content and puts the little, you've probably seen them on social media where it has the little voice meter that goes as it, and it catches your eyes as you're scrolling, because it's a video that's not a video, right? But there is movement that catches the eye and makes most people want to stop. And then the curiosity kicks in. So a lot of people want to listen. And the beauty of these audiograms is they're not hard to create.
Right. And Donna, don't some of the tools, like once your podcast is complete, like the magic of the tool happens and, creates and does all the goodness for you, or at least most of the goodness for you?
Yeah, 100%. What we love about Headliner is that it automatically creates visual audio content, and it can automatically post it to the relevant social media channels as well. And it's triggered when your podcast is published. If you're following along and you've already started to publish and you're just grabbing this one, it's okay, because most podcasting platforms will let you unpublish an episode and then just publish it again. So it will trigger this automation once you have it set up. Very easy to use. You can use the graphic that you're already using for your podcast to have brand association, and you can set it up for 15 seconds, 60 seconds, 45 seconds. The Headliner will walk you through and even say on Facebook, it wants it to be this amount of time and to look like this. So you just answer the questions basically and go through and set up that automation. One other thing that excites our host at IBGR, Ben, is you can take an entire episode and set it up for YouTube and automatically publish on your YouTube channel. And even if you don't have a YouTube channel yet, you could set it up and in 13 weeks have 52 episodes up there, which is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, that makes you look like, talk about instant expertise, authority, leadership. It's like, bam, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. And there's a lot of people who will go to YouTube to find answers to solve what they want. And, you know, it doesn't create the video of your mouth moving. It has that audio, the sound wave, and you can adjust the sound wave to look however you want it to look, but it has the sound wave on there, which is enough for those kinesthetic type learners to get, to get that information that they want. And you can now tap into a whole new audience besides just the listeners. Right.
And Donna, what is it you often say, right? People listen with their eyes first.
Yes. Yeah, they sure do. They sure do. So imagine being on YouTube with that beautiful little hyperlink that they have there, creating your YouTube channel, starting to let people know that you're there. It's just building out your influencership, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, I like that. I've never heard the word influencership, but I'm now going to use that forever. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You don't even have to give me credit.
Okay. All right, fine. I take it back. No.
No. Yeah, use it. But you could. That's what it's all. Why do we want you to be an influencer to our listeners? Because the Pied Piper with nobody following them is just a musician in a bubble. You know, you're not making any impact. And we want you to make the impact with the message that has been given to you because it's there for you to share.
Yeah, 100%. So if you're joining us for the first time or the 37th or 38th time, right, keep following the show, keep following the roadmap at influencersformula.com. And if you want direct live support from us for your business podcast, no matter what stage you're at, can I end that in a preposition? No matter,
you can do whatever you want to. You're the word guy.
Thank you very much. Yes, my all those editors turning over in their graves as they speak. Right. So we can help you. We can help you good at ibgr.info. Once again, ibgr.info. So what we invite you to do, not only come hang out with us, but stop creating. Stop creating.
What are those words you're saying?
What? Because you've done a bunch already on your podcast, like great job for that. So do what makes more sense right now to, you know, don't refuse, reuse, as the quote from the beginning of this episode invites us all to remember. So choose an audiogram platform, you know, set it up with the right graphic or graphics, keywords, and other metadata. And you know, remember that it's easy to make a massive amount of consistent content, consistent aligned content. And here's a little pop psychology for you, maybe, you know, even more relevant than pop psychology. If you're itching to just create more stuff, what are you avoiding? Right?
Yeah.
Because it's easy to create things, right? We're all creative people. It's enjoyable. It gives us juice. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with creating, but create at the right time. And now is not the right time to create. So stop creating. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, thank you for that, Ben. Because you know, there does come a time when you need to come out from under the rock because initially creating is out of your comfort zone. For most people, getting behind a microphone, having conversations with yourself is not very comfortable. After a while, it becomes very comfortable. And you think, oh, well, everybody says I should be creating content. Let's create. And, but that's never going back to use what you've already created, what you've already produced, which is massive value to people. So yes, stop creating. If you're wondering like, will I ever get behind the microphone again? Well, yes. And we're going to do an episode of that in the future. So continue to listen. Make sure you subscribe because we will talk about when to get behind the microphone again. But for now, stop creating and start repurposing. This is your time to really make that impact and really come out and be seen and be heard and be connecting.
Yeah. Beautifully said. Yeah. And remember that, in this day and age, we've talked about this before of, minimal attention and even more minimal attention post-COVID, right? That it's a really good idea to repeat stuff, right? The best kind of learning happens with repetition, not just straight repetition, right? But different angles, different approaches, different times, but coming to the same core stuff, right? Like I repeat the heck out of myself for years. Why? Because what I am repeating is what people want to hear. My people want to hear about how easy it is to write a book, how easy it is to get clients and strategic partners even before your book is published or even finished, right? And how to get a book done in as little as 5 weeks, right? So am I not going to keep saying that, right? That's what my people want. And that's how I can help folks make the biggest impact. So I'm going to repeat it and repeat it again. And sometimes I'll be like, I want to say something different. And then I'll remind myself to just say the same thing. Maybe I'll put a new picture next time, or just, introduce with a little different hook at the beginning of something that I'm sharing.
Yeah, thank you for saying that, because as you were saying that, I'm thinking of any of the major religious organizations, and they repeat all the time for thousands of years. Same thing, right? When the message is accurate, when the message is good, then, and it's resonating with people and it's what they need to hear, you're going to keep repeating it. You might say it a little bit differently here and there, but it's the same overall message. So what you've already created is valuable, and you want to reuse it and repurpose it. We want you to think about, take your content strategy at this point and add audiograms to your preferred social media publishing tool. If you don't have one, go ahead and get yourself one, because we're automating all 4 of these episodes. You've now set up a LinkedIn and or email newsletter with our last episode, and you're starting to publish that. Now you're adding audiograms to it. Do you want 1 a week? Do you want 1 a day? However many you have enough content to do a lot of these. So think about that content strategy and get it scheduled. Block your time, get it scheduled, 1 and done. We got to end now. Episode 30 of Business Podcasting Made Easy, the Influencers Formula. This is Repurposing with Audiograms on the IBGR network. I'm Donna Cundy.
And I'm Ben Joya, inviting you to reuse and do not refuse, and stick around for a little longer for the next episode.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back soon.